In today's video, I am going to be breaking down some of my top bullish stocks this week, and we're going to do a bigger dive and deeper dive than we did in previous weeks as well. So basically what we are doing today is reading the charts and seeing if there is any potential growth in some of these maybe not so well-known companies. So let's get down and let's check them out. The first company we're going to talk about is, I'm really going to hope that I say this correctly, but Zeebeck Absorption. Basically, this company, Zeebeck Absorption, designs, manufactures, and sells purification, separation, and dehydration and filtration equipment for gases and compressed air in Canada, United States, and other places around the world. Its ticker symbol is XBC and recently has had a massive downtrend on their stock chart. However, recently it has broken above a recent trend line and it has a hammer. A hammer, really quickly, if you don't already know, is, of course, when it's got this line and then a white box on top. Basically, it creates a hammer so that, of course, it can hammer down and go up. That is what we are hoping for. So, this is what we're thinking is going to happen, and generally speaking, it has formed very recently over the past couple of days, so at least for the next couple of days, it's going to go higher. However, if we look at the company itself and really break it down, what we are seeing is a company that has an average share volume of 600,000 shares traded every single day. Over the past 5 years, it's had a little bit of a run and, of course, a single big hit recently with high volume on the way down, which is quite concerning. Now, from there, what we are also looking at is its beta, and it's not going to be meeting the market's movements. It's going to be a little bit less volatile than the market itself, taking away that little spike there. There is no dividend on this stock, however. If we look at the quarterly expectations, we are seeing that they are missing their quarterly expectations, so technically as a long-term investment, not necessarily a great choice. However, we are seeing that there is some massive revenue growth and, of course, negative earnings. Whenever we see this, it really makes us want to question this company. What I would say is, if this is a company that you are looking at already, then definitely look at why they are making negative earnings on increasing revenue, because that could give us an idea as to where the increased revenue is going to go into the future if you're looking to hold this long term. If you're looking to do a quick 5, 10, or even 15-day trade, you don't have to go that far in depth. But if you want to go in depth and say, hey, this looks like this could be a company long term for a 1, 5, or even 10-year hold, really dig down to why they have negative earnings on increasing revenue. Maybe they are investing into their own company, and that may tell us that they're looking for massive growth into the future, so definitely something to look at. The next company that we're going to look at is Cloudflare. It's had a recent interesting chart as well. Cloudflare, it operates a cloud platform that delivers a range of network devices to businesses worldwide, and it's kind of interesting. So let's look at the chart and let's see if this is an interesting company to invest in now for the short term or even the long term. So this company's ticker is NET on the stock market, and it's recently had a double bottom, a flag that it broke above from. This is quite interesting as well, that it rose, the actual stock rose on high volume here. So that to me also tells me that there could be a more positive future coming to this stock as well. It's already on the rise anyways, so it is quite interesting to me. If we look at the actual stock itself, we can see that it's trading at 4 million shares on average every single day. It does not pay a dividend, so this is not going to be a dividend play by any means. This is another company that has growing revenue and increasing negative earnings, which is quite interesting to me. Again, usually this means that they are really investing into their own company to grow revenue so that one day they will be profitable and have massive earnings and revenue, similar to how Amazon did their thing. So it's kind of interesting. They are beating or meeting expectations every quarter. So it is, again, quite interesting. And they have, with some of their news, recently integrated with Microsoft, Splunk, Datadog, and Sumo Logic to help customers make the most of their security data. So quite interesting again. The last company has got an interesting name. So basically this one is Polar Power. It designs, manufactures, and sells direct current DC power generators, renewable energy, and cooling systems in the United States and internationally. It offers DC base power systems, DC hybrid power systems, and DC solar hybrid power systems. The company serves customers in the telecommunications, military, commercial, industrial, and marine markets. Basically, this is a company for the future because it's in that power generation sector, and there's going to be more and more of that. Natural resources, solar power, that kind of thing. A lot of investment into that sector. So this one's quite interesting. Its ticker symbol is POLA. Now, it's had a recent dip below the trend. However, we do see that it's hit a double bottom. It's created a flag, and it's rose above that flag. And it's done that with high volume, extremely high volume versus the rest of the time. This is really telling me that there is really big conviction to the upside, and this could have a pretty big run coming to it. Now, Polar Power also does not pay a dividend, so if you're looking to win dividends or make dividends, this is not the stock for you. Its average volume is 300,000 shares, and considering that its recent share volume has really almost 5x'd that regular amount, this has got some pretty big conviction to the upside. Now, when it comes to the beta, it's well below the actual market. Now, is that good or bad? It's hard to say, but there is some pretty big conviction when it comes to the volume, and to me that's just really interesting. The last time they seen high volume, it rose quite substantially, so this could happen once again. When it comes to their financials every single year, they have recently been increasing revenue until last year, which a lot of companies did have issues last year, so because of the virus. However, they also had massive earnings decreases last year, so that's kind of concerning in my opinion. So I would definitely be researching, if I was looking into this company, why that happened. But overall, these are some interesting companies to look at this week and see if they're good investments. I have not got any investments in these companies. I may be looking at Polar Power myself. However, I'm not saying that I'm going to be going into it at all. I'm just saying that it's something that I'm currently researching because it looks interesting to myself. However, do your own research. Always never listen to somebody online. Always do your own research. Look and see if it's a good investment for you, if you're a short-term or a long-term investor, if you're looking for dividends like I usually do, and things like that. Anyways, I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.